All right. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great weekend. Today is Saturday, and I don't know about you, but I'm having a great weekend. If you recall my last video, I gave some issues I was having with my computer and wasn't really expecting anything out of it. I was just kind of sharing my frustrations. And when I lost one of my sticks of RAM, when I lost one of my sticks of RAM, I immediately started thinking, well, the open box is light, but I might need to go ahead and get something a little lighter. So I started working on a JWM system that I was going to use. Since I had less RAM, I was going to use JWM. And then the deal happened with the screen getting messed up. And by the way, those black lines, they're getting longer and longer. I'm actually recording this on that computer. The one on top, well, you can't see where I'm pointing to. It's almost completely going over half the screen, and the one kind of toward the middle, it's probably about, I'm going to say 3 inches, 4 inches long now. So I've shared my frustrations, and I'm the type person, I just, most of the time, unless I just have to, I just make do with what I have. So that's why I was making a JWM system. I wasn't going to worry about the lines. I mean, they're getting worse, for sure. I thought I could live with them, as kind of small as they were, but they're just getting larger. And I guess one of my good friends had mercy on me. And I'll just stop blabbering now. Dennis from Life, Home, and MiyoLinux Journeys. He sent me a laptop. And I don't know what to say about it other than, Dennis, thank you. And he told me, if you want to see the laptop I'm sending you, just look at the last video I did on PC Linux OS. So I did. I looked at that video, and I noticed he had 8 gigabytes of RAM on that laptop. I said, Dennis, I won't know what to do with 8 gigabytes of RAM. I've never had over 4. For a long time, I only had 1. So this is going to be an all-new experience for me. He said, at least now you can use VirtualBox. But I haven't opened it yet. I thought I would open it right here, let all of you share in my excitement, and let all of you kind of see what a friend does for another friend. I wasn't expecting it whatsoever. But here it is. I have not opened this yet. I'm going to open it now. I'm going to try to be careful not to show his address or my address. So let me just get my pocket knife out here. And let's see if I can get this bad boy open. I'll tell you one thing. Dennis knows how to tape up a box. Oh yeah, almost there. All right, let me see if I can get it open from here. There we go. All right. Get rid of some of this stuffing. Man, he packed it up good. Okay. Extra battery if needed. Power cord. Dennis, man, you're too kind. I don't know what to say. More packing. Ta-da! Toshiba, baby. Look at that. Keep calm. Keep calm and learn GNU Linux. Oh my gosh. Got a CD player and writer, or DVD player writer. 2 USB sticks on that one. Oh man. Dennis, thank you. Seriously, I don't know what to say. This is just amazing to me. I don't think I've ever had a laptop this nice before. Well, I know I haven't. I've never had one this nice. And I'm blown away. Thank you. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the video now that we've opened up the laptop. And when I was making that JWM system, I thought, after I talked with Dennis about this, I said, I think I might just go ahead and put that JWM system on that new laptop and really get the mileage out of that 8 gigabytes of RAM. So I will decide what I'm going to do. And I'm also going to put a link to the video where you can see the video that Dennis made where he was looking at PC Linux OS. So, Dennis, thank you. When I come back, we will have something installed on this laptop, whether it's a JWM system or something else. I don't know, but I'm going to decide. So, Dennis, brah. Dennis is my brah. Thank you so much. All right, hello everyone. I'm back again, and here we are on the new laptop that I received from Dennis. And once again, Dennis, thank you so much. Man, this is nice. Really nice. Thank you so much. And I have installed JWM. Now this is kind of the same situation when I released the latest version of MiyoLinux that was running OpenBox, which I codenamed Saluta Simplice. I built that system because, as I explained in the video, I was a little tired of all the constant updates and I just wanted to go back to a stable system. So I built that OpenBox system on Dev1 Stable, and when I lost my RAM stick and had less RAM, I talked in the video earlier about how I wanted to use a system that used a little less RAM, so I was going to install JWM. And it's the same situation. I installed JWM, or I built a system on JWM, and as I was building it, just like with Saluta Simplice, I thought, hey, I can just go ahead and make a release out of this. It won't be that much more of an issue. And that's what I've done. I've made a 64-bit BIOS, a 64-bit UEFI, and a 32-bit version. And I'm going to have those posted on SourceForge pretty quickly. I'll do it after this video. And once they are available, I will go back and edit the description of the video and give the link if anyone wants to try it. And man, this thing is so fast. Having 8 gigabytes of RAM, when I first booted it up, this is crazy. When I first booted up the system after I installed it, it was using less RAM than what was being used on my older computer that had less RAM, if that makes sense. Let's see what we're doing right now. We'll open the terminal. Alright, I'm screen recording and I'm using 461 megabytes of RAM out of 7.6 or 8 gigs. Let me increase that size a little bit just so you can see it a little better. And you can see I'm using JWM, and it's based on JWM Chimera, which is their stable release. When I first booted it up, it was using like 167 megabytes of RAM. And on my older computer that had less RAM, it was booting up at like 182, 183, somewhere like that. So not that big of a difference, but it still kind of amazes me. Let me lower this back. One more, okay. All right, so this is MiyoLinux JWM based on JWM Linux 4 Chimera. And I have actually installed a few packages, not that many, but what we're going to do, we're going to look over the release notes and talk about them a little bit, just to give you an idea of what you might get if you decide to try this and install it. Okay? Now first you have on the desktop, you can click anywhere on the desktop and you get the root menu. And the applications are being handled by XDG Menu Maker. Okay? Now when you install applications, you have to come in here for them to populate within the menu. After you install them, you have to click on Refresh Menu, and then they'll show up in this menu. Alright. I also, on the panel, have JG Menu. And this auto-populates itself. It's a dynamic menu. You don't have to do anything. Once you install an application, it's going to show. So let's, right here in Multimedia, you see I have VLC Media Player installed, Simple Screen Recorder, Shotcut, and GUVC View. All those 4 extra items right there, okay? I have not refreshed this menu yet. Let's go to Multimedia. All we show is ALSA. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh the menu, and those other 4 items should show now. And there they are. So that's how that menu works. If you just want to use this menu that's on the desktop, that's what you would need to do. Every time you install an application or remove an application, hit refresh menu after you do that, and the menu will adopt or repopulate whatever you've done. Oh, I also installed Mate Calculator, or Mate, I'm sorry, Mate Calculator. I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but if you ever build your own system and you use a calculator at any time, you can install the Mate Calculator, and it doesn't take up hardly any more room than the GNOME or GNOME calculator. but you get a much nicer calculator from it. Let me click on that. Oh, look at that. Yes. Very nice. And you can actually, there's more modes available. Look at that. Oh dear. Financial. Oh my word. Program. Oh, good grief. I wouldn't know what to do with that. I just use the basic. But for the few kilobytes of extra space it takes on your disk, this is a much nicer calculator. And if you install it, it's called Mate-Calc, C-A-L-C. All right, let's look at the release notes and go over them real quick. I cannot believe this computer. It's so nice. 8 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, let's go to Documents, Release Notes. I will open that with LeafPad. I'm going to close that. I'll put this kind of in the middle. Just like every MiyoLinux release, you just get a base system. It's up to you to install your web browser, Office Suite, music player, video player, etc. Okay. MiyoLinux includes the contrib and non-free repositories. You can easily get rid of those if you don't want them or need them. Special note for non-English installations. I've gone over this several times. I include locales-all, but if you install this in a language other than English, you will still need to search for task-your-language, such as if you're installing in German, you would search for task German. And you might also want to consider installing task-German desktop. All right, here are the highlights of the release notes. I'm going to go over them really quickly. Number 1, perform updates first after installation. In other words, you need to run, after you install this, you need to run an apt update. And you might want to consider, right now there are no updates, but you might want to go ahead and consider running an apt upgrade or apt dist upgrade. If you don't run at least an apt update, your repositories are not going to be active and you won't be able to install any software. There are 2 graphical menus. Okay, the root menu, which you can left click anywhere on the desktop, any open space on the desktop. This is the root menu. And there's also JG menu. Okay, and I give information and instructions. You can also open them with keybinds, like, all right, here's my mouse over here. I'm going to open JG menu with the keybind. Look at that. It opened way over here where my cursor was. Or I can open the root menu with a keybind. Look at that. Oh dear. Oh my word. JWM themes. All right. Let's see. I'm going to minimize this for just a moment. I have included JWM themes. And these are themes that I made for JWM in both light and dark variants. Adwaita and Adwaita Dark, Deepen, Deepen Dark, Nordic, Nordic Dark. Now if you click on one of these, it's automatically going to change over to that theme. but it's only going to affect your window title bars, the panel, your panel down here at the bottom, and the color of the menu. You'll still have to use customized look and feel to match the GTK theme to whatever JWM theme you're using. So let me go ahead and switch this to a dark. Before I do that, I want to talk about this volume icon over here. I made this volume icon myself. I made it my own. I Miyo'd it. I wanted one that would work with both light and dark themes. Okay? Because some of these icons, if you use the theme switcher, you're going, like right now I'm on a light panel and I switch to a dark panel, you won't hardly even be able to see the volume icon. So I made my own. I'm not trying to brag about it, but I made my own that would be visible on both light and dark panels. Okay, let's switch a theme. Let's go to, we'll do Nordic Dark. Okay, now you notice that took a few seconds, and there's a reason for that. You see, you can still see the volume icon. You can still go up and down on the volume. However, let's go ahead and you can see it changed the menu color. It changed this menu color. Let's open the file manager. Oh! All we have is a dark window title bar. Everything else is still a Dueta. So let's change that. Customize look and feel. We used Nordic Dark. Okay. The icon theme, we're on Papyrus Light. I'm going to go to Papyrus Dark. And that should be all we have to do. So let's do that. Close it. Now let's open the file manager. There we go. Okay. So that's how that works. If you change the theme, you'll need to change the GTK theme with customized look and feel also if you want to. Or you can just live on the edge and have a light background and a dark title bar. It's up to you, baby. Let's see. Oh, let me talk some more about that. There's a 5-second delay. When you switch themes, there's a 5-second delay. And the reason there's a 5-second delay, out of the box, when you first install this, a 2-second delay will be fine. It'll switch the theme, and you'll get your wallpaper back. But what I noticed when I was testing this is the more applications that you install, it takes XDG Menu Maker longer to repopulate the menu. And what would happen is the theme would change, everything would change, except you wouldn't get the wallpaper back. So instead of a 2-second delay, I put a 5-second delay. Hopefully that's long enough. Hopefully that's not too long to really tick somebody off. But however, if you install 34,000 pieces of software from the repositories and you switch themes, and for some reason you don't get the wallpaper back, you can just come here to JWM configuration, reload wallpaper, and that'll give you your wallpaper back. And that's also available here in the JG menu. Refresh wallpaper. Okay, let's pull up the release notes again. Power Manager. There is no Power Manager installed. I'm using XSet just to keep the screen from turning off or from blanking, however you want to say that. If you do decide to install a Power Manager, you'll need to go into the JWM files and add that as an auto start option. And you'll need to comment out the XSet line. How to enable sound with ALSA. That's if you have more than one sound card. I was pleasantly surprised when I installed this. I only had one sound card and I didn't have to worry about it. So if you have more than one sound card, I give instructions. Very easy, very simple. Don't have to worry about it. How to enable sound with ALSA. This system just uses ALSA. It's not using Pulse Audio. I believe Devlin has got things kind of ironed out now. If you want to use Pulse Audio, you can just install it, and I believe Pulse Audio should work right out of the box. How to activate the firewall with UFW. Very simple, just a few commands that you run in the terminal. Screenshots. All screenshots will go into your pictures folder. Let me take a screenshot of this. Well, first let me open the pictures folder. You can see there are no pictures right now. So I'm going to take one right now. And it goes into the pictures folder. Okay? And that also works with the print screen button. If I can remember the keybind. Let's try it. It worked. The Windows key plus print screen will take a full screen screenshot. Wallpapers. All of your wallpapers are located in your file manager. Let me show hidden files. And they are located here in wallpapers, .wallpapers. Okay, that's where your wallpapers are. And I would suggest, to make things easy, you don't have to do this. You can add whatever folder you want. But if you have some pictures you want to use in your wallpapers, just add them right here and they will appear when you open Nitrogen. I'm using PyCom to, what's it called? Composite. I'm using PyCom for compositing. Let me go ahead and turn that on and see what happens. PyCom controls. Now I have a very basic pycom.conf file. All it does is control shadows and fading. So I'm going to turn this on. And I don't know if you can see that, but we've got some shadows now. And I'm going to, you saw that fade away? Okay. I'm going to turn it back off. And now watch. Boom. I don't know if you just heard that, but my stomach is growling. Okay. I included the official Papyrus folder script so that if you want to change the color of the folders that are being used, you can do that. And let me go ahead and show that. I'm going to take these off of hidden. Right now I'm using blue. Now if you open up the terminal and you do this, you don't have to use su or sudo for this. Papyrus -folders -L. And what that does, it lists all the available colors. And you can see there's this mark right here by blue. That right there, that's showing you that blue is the color that's being used right now. Now what you want to do, if you want to change the colors, it won't show if you have a file manager already open, so let's close that. And let's say we want to change that color. Well, I'll use what I did in the release notes, to Yaru. So you'd want to do sudo, or you can use su, papyrus folders dash capital C Yaru. Choose whatever color you want. I'm going to choose Yaru, not Yallaru. Yaru. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Papyrus folders -C Yaru. Okay, and hit enter. Enter my password. And you can see it's changing the color of the folders to Yaru. And it's finished. So let's open up the file manager now. And there we have the Yaru folders. Okay. Screen lock. The screen lock is being provided by S-Lock. If you lock your screen, there's a keybind. There is a quick link in this root menu. And there's a quick link in the JG menu. If you lock your screen's going to turn black. Very boring, I know. But if you want to unlock the screen, just start typing your password. And if you type your password correctly, the screen will unlock and return back to the desktop. Okay? There's no prompt. There's nothing. You're just going to have a black screen. Just type your password, your user password, and hit enter. And you should get back to the desktop unless you typed your password wrong. Miscellaneous notes. Let me look at miscellaneous notes just to make sure I'm not going to miss something that I wish I would have talked about. Okay, keybind for opening the web browser. I included a keybind, the Alt key plus the letter B, to open x-www-browser. So if you hit that keybind, it's going to open whatever your system has assigned as the default browser. However, there is no browser pre-installed. So it's not going to work if you try to use that keybind. Okay? It's not going to work at all until you install a browser from the repositories. Let's see. If the launchers, okay, if the install MiyoLinux and welcome to MiyoLinux launchers remain on your system after installation, I tell you what you can do. I have never been able to replicate that, so I'm not sure. I think what may possibly be happening is when you go through the installation, there are some boxes that you can uncheck to run pre and post scripts. So that might be what happened. Maybe someone unchecked those boxes and it caused the launchers to remain on the installed system. However, I give an easy way here just to get rid of them if they remain on your system. The root account doesn't adopt the theme or icons that I'm using. I tell how to fix that. I tell how to use the refractor tools in MiyoLinux where you can build your own ISO. And special acknowledgements about the MiyoLinux logo, which I'm talking about this right here, about that font. A special thanks to my good friends Mike Smith and Adarsh Bhatt. Many thanks to the developer of JWM, XDG Menu Maker, and JG Menu. Yes, yes indeed. And also many thanks to both Devlin and F. Smith Red of Refracta. MiyoLinux wouldn't be possible without either of them. And finally, my sincere thanks to anyone who may try to use, or try, who may try try to use, who may try or use MiyoLinux. I hope you enjoy it. All right, is there anything else? Now there's one difference in this menu, the root menu, here in Miyo Accessories. Oh, let me talk about basic keybinds. These are your basic keybinds. If you click on this, you're going to get a pop-up window, a notification window, and I have it set, I think, for 20 seconds. I give the key modifiers so that when you come down through here and you see like A plus C, A is the Alt key. C plus A plus up, C is Control, A is Alt. W plus P, W is the Windows key. Okay, as long as you leave your mouse pointer on this notification window, it's going to stay there as long as you need. Or if you don't put your mouse pointer on there, it's going to last about 20 seconds. Or if you want to get rid of it, just click on it. Okay? And there's one other difference I wanted to point out between the menus. If you look here in Miyo Accessories, this is the root menu. There is no subcategory for JG menu. If you go to JG menu down here and open it and go to Miyo Accessories, there's a JG menu subcategory. And you can edit these if you want. The prepend, that's what shows at the top. If you look at the top of the main menu, you see File Manager, Terminal, Run Command, and Screenshot. That's in prepend. Append, that's everything below the applications. So that's this, 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 and this. Also, if you want to edit the JWM-RC file, you're going to get this notification that pops up. Oh dear, warning. You're about to edit the JWM-RC file that is specific to this theme. Now, if you look right here at the top, it tells you what the theme is. Okay? To ensure that the changes you make are available in the future from the JWM theme selector, and I'm talking about this right here, whoops, the theme selector. Number one, edit the JWM-RC file. Make whatever edits here you want. When finished editing, copy the JWM-RC file that's located in your home folder. So let's open up our home folder. Let's show hidden files. And there it is. If we edit this file, it's going to be saved right here. So you need to click on it and copy it. Number three, paste it into its appropriate theme folder located in home folder .config JWM themes. So let's go up to config JWM themes, and we are using Nordic Dark. So we would paste it in here if we made any changes. And that will overwrite the existing JWM-RC in its folder. It will overwrite this one. That way, if you ever change themes and you want to go back to the one that you edited, you'll be able to go right back to it with the edits that you made. And that also happens if you edit the JG menu RC file. You'll get that same warning with the same kind of instructions. Okay? Phew! So there we go. This is MiyoLinux JWM on the new laptop that I received from my good friend Dennis, my bruh. So Dennis, thank you so much. And if anyone decides they want to install it or try it live, install it, whatever, I hope you enjoy it. I know that I am really enjoying how fast this is on this laptop. So there you go. That's it. Oh, one last thing I forgot. I'm not going to publish this anywhere else, not on the Dev1 forums. I'm not going to say anything about it on SourceForge. Only the people who have watched this video till the end will know about this. I have hidden an Easter egg in this build. And if you find it, please let me know. Trust me, if you find it, because it says Easter egg, if you find it, please let me know. So there you go. I might do something special for you. I might send you a MiyoLinux t-shirt or something like that for the first person that actually finds it. I don't know. Or I might just say, wow, that's great. But there you go. You guys have a great rest of your weekend and take care. And Dennis, thank you again. I can't tell you how much I appreciate what you've done for me. All right. Thanks a lot. Take care.